Hey everyone, Theo here. Today I'm going to show you my two favorite pens that I use for urban sketching when I'm overseas, and it's the Uniball Air and the Uniball Signo Gelstick. This is the Pelikan M200 fountain pen, which is my main pen for sketching. This pen is probably more than 10 years old now. I love this pen because this can hold a lot of ink and you can see through to how much ink is left in the pen. But I don't bring my fountain pens overseas because that would mean I have to bring ink overseas to refill the pen. So when I'm overseas, I prefer to bring disposable pens, and I can bring several for backup, and these are just easier to handle compared to refilling fountain pens. So let's take a look at the Uniball Signo Gelstick first. This is an inexpensive pen that uses gel ink, and the ink is pigmented, so it's waterproof when dry. This pen is only available with a 0.7 line width, and you can see at the start of the line sometimes there is the ink blob, which I really like because this can make your sketch look more sketchy and more lively. Ink flow is very smooth, and the roller ball rolls very well even on textured paper, such as on this watercolor paper, this cold press watercolor paper. The main downside for this pen is it uses ink up really quickly. The upside is this is affordable, so when I'm overseas I usually bring a few of this with me. The colors available at the time of making this video are red, blue, light blue, fluorescent pink, purple, fluorescent orange, green, and black. I'm pretty sure the fluorescent pink and orange are not light fast. The other pen that I like is the Uniball Air, which uses pigmented ink as well, so the ink is waterproof when dry. And the line widths available are 0.7 and 0.5 for the micro. These are the lines you can create with the Uniball Air Micro, and the roller ball actually rolls quite well even on this cold press textured paper. If you press down hard, you can get slightly thicker lines. This pen uses liquid ink, and on paper that is more absorbent, you can actually see the ink spread from the pen tip. On watercolor paper, the ink does not spread. Right, let's do a really quick sketch with the Uniball Air on this cold press watercolor paper. This pen is definitely quite smooth on this paper. For the lines within the shapes, I can draw them with less pressure to get those thinner lines. Let's switch to the Uniball Signo Gelstick just to draw the rest of the sketch. The Uniball Air definitely feels smoother on this paper, even though these are both rollerball pens. Let me paint this with gray wash. This is my water brush filled with diluted gray ink or black ink. The ink dries really fast. I mean, the ink from the Uniball pens dry really quickly. So this allows you to sketch very quickly and color immediately after you sketch. This is a darker color, a darker gray. And lastly, to add some black. Let's create some splatter marks. The splatter marks are actually from the brush pen and not from the pen. So if you guys need or want disposable pens with quick drying waterproof inks, these are two pens I can recommend very easily. And if you want to learn how I refill my Kuretake or Pentel color brush pens with my own gray inks, check out the link that I have for you in the video description below. Thanks for watching. See you guys again. Bye.